A very good afternoon to you all. Thank you for joining us for the Lunchtime News Weekly News Roundup edition. My name is Wadulo Arnold, and it's going to be an hours-long bulletin, so do sit tight. And without further ado, this is the bulletin in detail. To start off, Vice President Jessica Alupo, and also a woman member of Katakwi District, has reaffirmed the government's dedication to providing high-quality health care to Ugandans. She highlighted the policy of establishing a health center 4 in every constituency and a health center 3 in each sub-county. During the donation of medical equipment from Stanbic Bank to Katakwi General Hospital, valued at 30 million shillings, Alupo emphasized the importance of a healthy population for economic productivity. She urged the hospital management to maintain the equipment and encouraged the community to focus on preventive health measures, including proper nutrition and hand washing.
This opportunity to sincerely thank you from the bottom of my heart for the contribution that you have made to this hospital. Today, we are so happy that our partner, Stanbic Bank, has taken this opportunity to donate to Katakwi General Hospital. Thank you very much, Stanbic.
When it comes to our work in the maternal space, Your Excellency, we started this journey not long ago, and since we started, we have touched more than 45 health facilities across the country and invested back into the community more than 2 billion shillings to ensure that we do not lose any mother while they're giving birth. Our gift, which we call the blue gift, that we have brought to Katakwi Hospital is a part of that investment. At the moment, we lose about 189 mothers out of 100,000 live births. Luckily, when I spoke to Dr. Emeron, he said over the past 3 months or so, they have not lost any mother. So congratulations to you and the team. As an organization, our brand promise is Uganda is our home, we drive her growth. And when we bring it down to Katakwi, we say Katakwi is our home and we drive her growth. Would like to thank you, Your Excellency, for gracing this event as a demonstration of your love for your own people. Let's give her a big round of applause.
I would like to appreciate very sincerely Stanbic Bank for contributing towards healthcare, environment, and education service delivery across the country. And I would like to acknowledge this as a very fine example of being a responsible partner. Thank you for being responsible partners to the government of Uganda. And specifically, thank you for coming to show the people of Katakwi the attachment that you have to members of the public by providing those much needed equipment to the hospital. Due to the vital importance to the lives of mothers and babies, and indeed to the general welfare of community, I wish to applaud Stanbic's unwavering support, specifically to maternal health care in Uganda. Because maternal health care is the foundation of the well-being of all the members of the community. Because if you are born safely, then you are likely to live a very productive life.
And furthermore, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa, has urged the youth in Bugisu sub-region and across the country to leverage the existing peace and harmony to engage in income-generating activities that combat poverty in their communities. During a guided tour of the Sino-Uganda Mbale Industrial Park, Tayewa noted that numerous investors have joined forces with the government to create employment opportunities for the young people, and he also commended the Chinese investors for their significant contributions to the region's development. Let's have a look.
I was really happy to find that now we can produce televisions, even 100 inches from here, microwaves, fridges, phones being produced from here, and also the price. Because when you go into these imported brands and all that, you find a TV which you're getting here, factory price at 1.3 million. You get it at 8 million from the international brands. And yet they also keep changing in terms of technology. So I'm really happy with what is going on here. We have visited bulletproof glasses are made here, manufactured here, aluminium, textile, and the employment numbers and the expansion. Because everywhere we've gone, everyone is saying they are going to expand. They are going to expand. But also what is very critical, I have found that most of these investors have come from other African countries. They are abandoning other countries and coming here, which is a very huge vote of confidence in our government and in our country. And we are really proud of that. We had gotten a few issues which we have discussed with the chairman, and most of them have been resolved right away. The youth wanted a position on the board. He has agreed to offer it, but also I requested him to build a workshop, a general workshop for our young people, especially from the ghetto in the city. And he has offered 1 acre and is going to build a fully equipped workshop for which the youth are going to be using for free, so that those who grow bigger, they get out and create a space for others. This is a game changer for the youth in the region. We have agreed, the investor has agreed to put up a big showroom so that every factory here can have an outlet at the entrance, so that people stop complaining. They were complaining that the manufacturing is here, but they go to buy things in Kampala. So now the people of this region out of this visit are going to benefit huge.
And furthermore, the new Uganda Prison Service offices was unveiled for the prison officers, and this was witnessed at the celebration of the 62nd independence during a parade in Busia district. The new brown, maroon, lemon, grey crossed uniform, according to the Uganda Prison Service spokesperson, Commissioner Frank Baine, is for Safety and Security Unit, which is in charge of special protection and duties in the prison service.
Uganda Prison Service Senior Commissioner and the institution's spokesperson, Frank Baine, explains that the Uganda Prison Service has operated under 3 main prison service uniforms, mainly grey suit, khaki lemon and khaki brown, for the past 62 years.
As the society evolves, or as the institutions evolve, even uniform has been evolving. We know that in the colonial days up to independence, the formal dress of prisoners was white khaki, and the men were supposed to put on shorts, and of course with the shirts, and then the hooded hat. The hooded hat, which was maroon in color, and the shoes were also maroon. Since then we have been adjusting. Then of course there was number 2 for official activities. That one was the lemon, khaki lemon, for official functions. And then eventually, as we progressed, then there came number 1 ceremonial, which is grey, dark grey, with a maroon strip, the trouser, a coat, and a shirt, and a necktie that is also maroon in color. Of course, the number 1 again, that one, the Botswan, it's called the Botswan cape, or was part of that uniform accessory. And instead of the maroon lanyard for these other uniforms, with it was using what we call the eglets. And that's why we have been growing, actually around 1985. That's when now working uniform shifted from the khaki white to what we call khaki brown, that we are still having as working uniform, and it still remains our official working uniform.
However, with the change of the parade style and the formations that were introduced this 62nd independence, the Uganda prisons found it convenient to specially unveil this new brown, maroon, lemon, grey crossed uniform, which had already been in existence.
Commissioner General has the discretion of developing a new set of uniform for specific work on the advice of the Prisons Council. And this time round, a uniform was developed and unveiled on the independence in Busia of 9th October 2024 for field officers.
Frank Waine further notes that the new uniform is meant for the safety security unit in the prison service, meant for protection of senior officers and escorting highly aggravated criminals, among others.
And security unit, which is charged with guarding or escorting hardcore criminals, guarding high security and maximum security installations, and on standby for any riot conditions, together with escorting the VVIPs of Uganda Prison Service.
With the unveiling of the new prison service uniform on the 9th October 2024, the public has sparked up with mixed debates, among whom show appreciation and others ridicule. Charity Nahawe, UBC News.
And furthermore, the Ministry of Water and Environment has commissioned a hybrid water pump worth over 199,000 euros for Gayaza High School at Gayaza Junior School, and Gayaza Junior School, by the way. Now, the new project, which uses both solar and hydro energy, is meant to address the inadequate safe water provision for the over 3,000 student population at both schools. And this commissioning was coinciding with the International Day of the Girl Child. Let's take a look.
Three, two.
Gayaza High School and Gayaza Junior have received a donation of a modern hybrid water pump system worth 199,000 euros as part of the solution to the inadequate water supply to the community. The Ministry of Water and Environment, through the Water and Sanitation Facility Development Component, with support from Nexus Green, availed the facility in 10 months. Brigadier General Jacob Masajawaza donated the for the project.
Congratulates the community of Gayaza High School for having obtained this project, and I also want to thank the UK Export Finance, which has enabled the government of Uganda to make this intervention that has cost.
We're happy that we're part of the solution of addressing the water system in Gayaza High School. Everyone has been talking of pumps. I know that's what we've delivered so far, but me, I look at it as a whole system.
Schools. It is a safe, clean water project, and it's very fundamental. It is your right to have clean water.
The management of both schools were excited about the project to serve an estimated population of 3,000 people.
When the number of girls increased, the demand for water became higher. And yet the water tank we had was for only 6,000 liters. Right now they have put in place the 2 water pumps, one to serve Gayaza Junior and another to serve Gayaza High School.
Sincerely, it has been tough for us all in both schools because we have been sharing one single tank and one single pump.
God has been with us since the beginning to the end. Who knew that it would take such a short time?
The Assistant RDC Kasangati, Maklina Kampulira, represented government at the ceremony.
It is a great honor that Gaza High School was picked or chosen to benefit from the government to have those tanks which will benefit the students and the community.
Gaza Village Chairman George Yiga appealed to the school management of both schools to consider including the community in the new project.
Is to consider also the neighboring communities so that they can avail them at least with 1 or 2 taps so that they can also benefit in the new project.
Juko Collins compiled the story.
And furthermore, religious leaders together with different organizations have called on government to continue creating awareness among women and girls on legal rights over land. The leaders believe that girls and women are left out in so many issues concerning land ownership in Uganda, which affects their legal rights as citizens. This was at a public lecture at Chambogo University organized by LandNet Uganda, an NGO that focuses on women rights.
Stand for Her Land and Bridge Builders Uganda, in collaboration with religious leaders, highlight the persistent social challenges that hinder land ownership for women and youth in Uganda. During a public lecture on land rights for women and youth at Chambogo University, Rebecca Atayo from LandNet Uganda noted that while the government has made efforts to raise awareness, much more is still needed to be done.
The government has tried in as much as it can in terms of ensuring that we have an effective enabling environment, yes? That is when you look at laws. But of course there are gaps when it comes to the implementation of these laws.
He urged the government to collaborate with NGOs to implement laws that guarantee women's access to land.
Government maybe needs to come in and reinforce what many NGOs are doing in these communities and inform these women of what they can do. What are the referral pathways? When I need to access justice, who can I talk to?
Rebecca also encouraged women to empower themselves with knowledge to overcome the fears that prevent them from claiming land and to challenge the norms and customs that inhibit their ownership.
I think one of the things that best deals with fear is information, having the awareness of the rights that you have under the law as a woman.
Right Reverend Nathan Mugalu appealed to religious leaders to share their knowledge with congregants, ensuring that more people understand land ownership rights.
Should involve men and boys in the fight for women to own land, but also engaging in continuous women and girl empowerment programs so that women and girls can advocate and also demand for their rights.
The partnership coordinator for Bridge Builders Uganda, Odong Stephen Michael, pointed out that there remains some challenges that the government must address to break down the existing barriers. He remarked that while laws exist on paper, they often fail to be implemented in practice.
We really need the real policies that come specifically to address the specific needs of young people.
Story compiled by John Tawiri Proskovia for UBC News.
And now hours to their final examinations, the O-level examinations, and most of the schools are conducting dedication prayers to their candidates. At Katikamu SDA Secondary School, Wobulenzi, students were called on to trust the Lord in whatever they are doing. James Gumisiriza, an Adventist pastor from Bugema Adventist University, asked students to exert themselves fully into ensuring that they prepare well for their respective O and A-level UNEB final exams for a good future.
I know you are tired, and I know you have calculated your grade. I know some of you now know the points you are going to get. You now know the grade. You have sat with your brain and you have made a decision. As for me and my brain, these are the points I am going to get. As for me and my brain, this is the grade I am going to get. I must challenge you. The Bible says, it sprouts out its wings afresh. It becomes new. It is a painful experience for an eagle to borrow extra life. I am here to challenge you. You can still go through the painful experience of high concentration on niche and you borrow an extra grade for yourself.
We have prepared them for anything that may come from the mill. And we have great confidence. And my dear candidates, I think you can testify this. Is it true? Is it true you are prepared? So fear not. My guests of honor, sir, we have done our part as the school to prepare these candidates for examination, not only for examination, but also for life after school. They are moving out of this school with different skills. You can testify what the new curriculum students have exhibited today. Those are girls and boys of senior 4. And those are the new curriculum products. We are happy and we are sending out this year. They are leaving this school with core values, the right behavior expected for them in the world. They are leaving this place very responsible and displaying children and well-focused. They are moving out of this school with very important knowledge and understanding of God. My prayer is, as they come over back to you, handle these children very well. We wish you the best as we serve the church in East Uganda. God bless you. Allow me also to take this. Yes.
And furthermore, the Bishop of Namirembe Diocese, the Right Reverend Moses Banja, has installed the Venerable Canon Michael Waswa Sentamu as the first Archdeacon of Namugongo Archdeaconry. The ceremony, attended by religious leaders and parishioners, included launching a 1.3 billion shillings office project. Banja urged the formation of committees to assist the new Archdeacon, whose priorities include preaching, infrastructure development, income generation, and promoting Christian health. He also praised Christians for attending and urged continued support for completing Namugongo Shrine and projects.
Obujja nga Sabadikon atera nga abakristaayo ffenna n'abaweereza omusomo gubakuume era gutubeera okukola obulungi n'okutuukiriza byonna ebyetaagisa Katonda. Kubeere kumwe mwenna, kubeere ku kifo kino, kubeere kubuweereza bwaffe, buleme okutuvaako ffenna bwetyo leero ne bulijjo, emirembe n'emirembe.
Halfway the work has been done, but it was halted because of some reasons. So that one also needs to be, the construction to be resumed. But putting those one aside, when a clergy is posted in any locality, can be a church or any other place, the first priority should be given to preaching the word to the populace. Now the newly baptized people and the one that will be ministered to through preaching, they need to be taught so that they may know the Bible well, to know the tenets of our church as well as the doctrine. That is the first priority that I have.
Because this is a historical place whereby Church of Uganda has also martyrs who are killed because of their faith. Now, the issue of the Archdeaconry. Archdeaconry coordinates the different parishes whereby Christians in different churches of church who fall under Church of Uganda come from.
Furthermore, Minister Hajat Misa Kabanda met with spouses of police officers at Nsambia Police Barracks, where they expressed dissatisfaction with government programs aimed at improving household incomes. They feel excluded from these initiatives, which hamper their economic well-being. Now, the barracks accommodates approximately 2,400 households, housing around 1,700 police officers.
Various government programs intended to enhance the livelihoods of Ugandans, such as PDM and Emyoga. These initiatives have not reached the barracks.
Lack of skills and economic opportunities, limited access to training and economic empowerment programs restricts their ability to contribute to their families' incomes.
During her visit, Minister Kabanda vowed to advocate for the inclusion of women from the barracks in government programs.
I can also look for well-wishers because they don't have that money. But there are some people where I can go and tell them, please, I have my women in the barracks, they are lacking this, and they give me support. So I will support you. I'll come here and support you, and we shall work together.
She acknowledged the unique situation at the barracks and promised to discuss it with the president.
Where possible, I'm going to fight and see that we bring at least a center here. Good enough, everybody we meet and we can write and give him letters that this one needs this, this one needs this, this one needs this. So that's why I'm here. Government programs on
The women highlighted that salaries alone are insufficient for financial independence, especially as men of their husbands earn low wages. They called for the establishment of a well-planned business center and skill development programs.
We request the government to establish centers inside the barracks like our counterparts in Uganda Prison.
Later, Kabanda encouraged the PDM beneficiaries at Nachevo Primary School to save and collaborate to escape poverty. Story compiled by Proskovia Chontawaire and Sudat Kai.
Patriotism students of Apex International University in Mende, Wakiso have donated over 2,000 fruit and other tree species to local residents as part of their environmental patriotism and green home campaign. This initiative is under the theme Conserve the Environment Through Planting Trees, and it seeks to address environmental degradation by encouraging tree planting in the community. Let's have a look at the details.
Keep environment clean forever.
Patriotism students of Apex International University have laid foundation stone for environmental conservation through their project Environmental Patriotism and Green Home Campaign, and have been able to distribute more than 2,000 trees to more than 100 families, including fruit trees and others.
Then we launched the Green Home Campaign, where we intended to plant trees all over our society. As Apex International University, as people cut down trees, for us we look at conservation, because these trees don't only provide fruits, which are sources of income and also sources of food, but they also help in the rain formation and many other importances, as you may know.
They help us in curing medicinal cancer. It helps to conserve the environment. It provides good air. It provides in aeration. It provides us with good air.
The university management and project initiators highlighted the environmental and communal benefits of the initiative. They expressed their commitment to continuing the project, which serves both the university's objective of environmental conservation and well-being of the broader community.
We are trying to put in order our environment, which had somehow gone astray, especially due to man's activity. Now we are trying to green our area. We are engaging the community leadership of this place, Serinya Village, Mende Sub-County, and Wakiso District.
Area leaders praised Apex International University for combating climate change, improving air quality, and fostering sustainable living in the region.
So happy to see this initiative done by Apex International University together with the National Patriotism Environment Secretariat and the government of Uganda for this initiative.
SDG 13, the Sustainable Development Goal number 13, calls for action to climate change. Now, if I plant a tree like this, I'm contributing to reducing the carbons in the atmosphere. Now, if we are at a level of Serinya village, at a level of Mende sub-county, Wachiso district, I'm impacting to the global warming effects, the global climate change effects.
The acting Vice Chancellor, Dr. Kabunache Bernard, along with the project coordinator, Sirima Joffrey, expressed gratitude to the President of Uganda for his consistent advocacy for environmental conservation.
Apex International University is somehow special in its way, because as I talk now, we are the only university in Uganda which offers 100% tuition bursary. In the government of Uganda, we are trying by all means to fight illiteracy.
They also thanked the Patriotism Secretariat for its ongoing support to the university's Patriotism Club, which played a key role in this initiative.
National Patriotism Secretariat, which is headed by Commissioner or Commander Helen Seku, for the good work she has done. She gave us all the trees we have planted today.
Robert Katamba and Yemiru Sekaja, UBC News.
And furthermore, border sector stakeholders have called upon Ugandans in the sector to embrace electric motorcycles as a catalyst in reducing emissions produced by motorbikes using fossil fuel. This appeal was made during the press conference at Watu Uganda offices during their Customer Service Week celebrations.
An EV motorcycle doesn't have the maintenance costs that you talk about for a regular motorcycle. You're not fueling, so it doesn't have the engine oil change parts. You're not going to the service bay as regularly as you'd want to. So in terms of even maintenance, you need less maintenance. So one of the things that we're trying to work on, and maybe I could stress a bit on when you asked about the challenges, is to get this service to everybody in the country. So what Watu is doing is to build more infrastructure in swap stations, because we know the challenge of reliance on hydropower, so we are trying to find a way and other solutions to get this product into the rural areas where that might be a challenge for people. It's a new product for those who are willing to try out a more green aspect to this business. And that also even speaks to what Watu wants to leave as a footprint wherever we work. A healthy environment, a clean environment that goes deep down, ingrained in our activities and our services, to show that we do not only care about just the border industry, but how that impacts the world that we live in.
Furthermore, the Minister of State in charge of water, Aisha Sekindi, wants her ministry prioritized and funds increased to catalyze the ministry's desire to increase access to safe water and clean water nationwide. Minister Chinji argues that the Ministry of Water and Environment is one that is intersectional in nature, interlinked to all spheres of the economy that requires adequate funding to spiral economic growth. The minister was officiating the commissioning of a strategic town's water supply and sanitation project for Buyikwe in Chiyindi Town Council. Let's take a look.
Government, with support from the African Development Bank, is undertaking a number of interventions under the Strategic Towns Water Supply and Sanitation Project to increase access to safe and clean water by all. Buyikwe is one of the lucky districts that have benefited from the establishment of a multi-billion shilling water improvement project in Chiyindi Town Council. At phase 1, the project has a pumped treatment water transmission section and a gravity-fed water distribution network estimated to produce a maximum of 200 cubic meters of water per hour, expected to benefit up to 130,000 persons, including pupils at Naja Primary School.
This has been giving our children challenge to fetch water in the evening. This water which can be used to prepare their meals at lunchtime and break time for those who are in primary lower section. So as this program came into existence, we are very grateful that we have been able to get the water tap, which is going to help us throughout the term. And I believe our academic standard is also going to improve because we shall not waste time to fetch water far away from school.
Area leaders, led by the Member of Parliament for Ukwe South constituency, Dr. Lulu Mebaiga, lauded the government for the much-needed intervention.
Dayo twebalize omukulembeze wa government. Twebalize kubaga yali asobola okugamba nti kigenze entunga. Of course naffe tusimba nakakongo. Naye bwekibeera nga kize bwayina nyini budget asayininga.
This was during the commissioning of a 25 billion shilling improved water supply and sanitation project in Naja Sub-County, Chindi Town Council.
Commissioned by me, myself. I'm so privileged.
Also witnessing the commissioning was the Minister of State for the Presidency, who doubles as the woman member of Parliament for Buyikwe District, Diana Mutasingwa.
Kuluno twagala okulaba box ya president nga mujijuzizza olw'ensonga babaletedde project wano manyinze nnyo okwogera mazima saagala ate babaletere project ate mutandika okutunula nga muli eno.
Engineer Dr. Felix Trinomuchunguzi, the Assistant Commissioner at the Department of Urban Water Supply and Sewage Services, says the ministry is in search for about 40 billion shillings to facilitate completion of both Phase 2 and 3 of the project.
So we shall be putting these projects into work plans of the ministry and bring them to the Ministry of Finance, who will advise on the funding mechanisms that will be taken on.
It is against this background that the Line Minister, Aisha Sechindi, is challenging government to prioritize funding for this and other projects in the pipeline.
Naye Ministry yaffe Honorable tennaweebwa priority ate nga tuyina buli muntu kyeyetaaga wano mu ggwanga ekikwatagana ne human resource. So tusaba mutukwatireko abaka palamenti. We pledge. Thank you so much.
Available statistics show that the national access to safe water in urban areas is approximately 73%, while access to safely managed sanitation facilities stands at 41%. Going by the Uganda Vision 2040, this is below the government's aspirations. Dorcas Kimono, UBC News.
And furthermore, the Bishop of Mityana Anglican Diocese, the Right Reverend Dr. James Bukomeko, commended the government for its commitment to education through the establishment of seed schools across the country. He pledged ongoing support by donating land for the construction of additional schools. The bishop was in Busunju, Mityana district at St. Philip SS Community School, where he officiated the blessing of a 10-acre plot donated by Mityana Anglican Diocese for the new seed school.
Bishop of Mityana Anglican Diocese, Right Reverend Dr. James Bukomeko, has encouraged educational stakeholders to utilize their land for environmental conservation. Expressed gratitude to the government for its emphasis on education and reiterated the diocese's commitment to support further educational initiatives.
Just imagine if everybody here today goes back and plants a tree. That big change only today. And you not only planting, but also you protect it so that it grows. Because there are so many people who plant trees, but they don't look after them.
Former Mityana South legislator Henry Makumbi Kamya also praised the Church of Uganda, the Ministry of Education, and other officials for their efforts in establishing the seed school.
Abasajja n'abakyala betwatandika nabo mzeeru mama n'abalala betwatulanga muyemba awo nga tukukuta bishop nga tetulana kujjawuwo nga bitusobedde tusonderera obusente n'ennoni twasondanga n'essente z'ennoni okugula ennoni abasomesa ze banaasomesa n'obutebe ne tukusondanga wano. Waliwo n'ensonga eyaliwo gye twasonderako ssente bishop awo wali ogimanyi naye nga tugezaako okubeera ti St. Philip ebeerawo.
The head teacher and local communities shared their challenges regarding lack of nearby government schools.
Inadequate furniture for the teachers and the learners, few computers and other technological gadgets. We have no computer laboratory.
For UBC News, I'm Charity Nahabwe and Kasivante.
Now, as part of activities marking Customer Service Week, the CARE organization a special dinner. The Sea Care organization organized a special dinner to appreciate their valued clients. The event aimed to celebrate client loyalty and strengthen the bond between health care providers and those that serve in it.
I want to take this opportunity to...
The Customer Service Week theme focused on above and beyond. Resonated throughout the evening, Sea Care took the opportunity not only to appreciate clients, but also reaffirm its commitment to delivering high-quality, patient-centered care in all its facilities.
This is as we prepare for the future, where we are working towards open heart surgery. We want to be the first hospital, private hospital, offering these advanced services. So just to remind our customers and to tell them that we are working every day to make sure that we improve and we expand our range of services. We've recently launched Care Spa Aesthetics.
The event featured speeches from company representatives, highlighting Sea Care's commitment to exceptional service and personalized health care. Additionally, listening to clients, understanding their needs better, and building a future of even more impactful service delivery.
We also really want to focus as Sea Care IHK to make sure that customers do not have to leave Uganda to fly out to any country for services. We want to be able to offer comprehensive services as much as possible. And we've partnered with hospitals in Egypt and in India to make sure we can bring these experts to Uganda. And these experts are helping us with training and capacity building for our doctors. So our doctors are now able to do some procedures that they were not doing before. And this is our commitment that we shall continue to build capacity, we shall continue to expand our services, and we shall continue to respond to our customers' needs.
The gathering also provided an opportunity for clients to network and share their experiences with the health care provider, building a deeper connection between both parties.
It's a very good indication. It's a very good gesture they have done. They keep us close to them, and it is not all about going to complain that this is like this is what is happening. I mean, health-wise, not complaining, but sometimes getting together and socialize in one or another. So it is a wonderful, unique gesture they have just done.
As Uganda's healthcare sector evolves, Sea Care's efforts highlight the importance of patient engagement and trust in delivering quality medical services. Robert Katamba and Sandra Kahunde, UBC News.
The officers and give us a feedback.
Winning requires the stamina of a lion. But most importantly, it requires that you carry that water up the top of the hill. However, you must use a spoon. Take the water now. Go, run, climb up the hill. 72 spoons. Faster, go, go. Winning is hard, but with MTN Momo, it's easy. Simply pay or shop with Momo for a chance to win mobile money every day. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
In the heart of Uganda, a financial revolution is happening. We were once left out, saving the old-fashioned way, with an unexpected saving spot, keeping it too close for comfort. But now, we found a better way to save and manage money. Download the Wendy app from Google Play or App Store or dial *229#. With Wendy, your money is safe and you can earn interest daily. Visit your Google Play or App Store or dial *229# to register. Wendy Wanawoli.
Made in Mbale, the ultimate trade show and expo 2024. Join us for an exciting showcase of Made in Uganda industrial products, proudly presented by Honorable Minister Evelyn Anite and Chairman Tiang Tang Group Paul Zhang. The trade show will be held at Mbale Industrial Park on 18th and 19th October 2024. Come and experience the best of Ugandan industry, all products from Mbale Industrial Park. Entrance is absolutely free. The chief guest, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, with other guest speakers including the Vice President, Her Excellency Jessica Lupo, the Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Robin Nabanja, the Minister of Finance, Honorable Matia Kasaija. The Mbale Industrial Trade Show and Expo by Uganda, Build Uganda, powered by the Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby dondolo.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000 or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Welcome back. You're still watching the weekly Roundup News edition, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue. Now, the women entrepreneurs in Chitagwenda district have transformed their economic circumstances by investing in various income-generating enterprises. Many of these women who were previously unemployed and earning less than $1 a day are now aspiring multi-million-dollar investors. The resident district commissioner Sem Babula, Jenny Francis Kagai, led the delegation of Emyoga Sacco leaders from Greater Masaka and highlighted that 50% of residents in Western Uganda have successfully maintained their credit through cooperatives.
At Intara Trading Center, the economic hub of Chitagwenda district, the Chitagwenda Women Entrepreneurs Emyoga Sacco serves as a beacon of hope for many households. Unenrolled midwife Irene Nisima faced numerous job rejections until she decided to join the Emyoga program, which provided her with the initial capital that transformed her life.
I was a nurse who would just sit, wait for a customer, and my income was less. I was renting, I was staying with my children. Now I have where to put my children, I have a home.
This revolving fund has empowered women to invest in diverse enterprises such as liquid soap, wine production, and shoe manufacturing using locally sourced materials.
A Emyoga program has transformed our lives, and it has transformed my life specifically that I'm now an entrepreneur. I do liquid soap making, so many other honey. I would thank the president for this Emyoga program and specifically for the women of Chitagwenda.
The chairperson of Chitagwenda Women Entrepreneurs Emyoga Sacco shared her successful story and journey through Emyoga, saying has allowed Nisima to earn millions while creating job opportunities in her community.
But with the Emyoga Sacco, I've been in a position to get money without collateral and even pay it back. And not only paying back, I've been in a position to get money that has very small interest rate, which has boosted my business.
Kagai praised these initiatives, noting that while they thrive in Chigesa region, the situation in Greater Masaka is different.
I've seen that majority, almost 55% of the people in Western region keep their money through cooperatives. For us in Greater Masaka, people could not take up the cooperation so well. We've got to learn that shares are very good in making seed capital, because for shares, no one can remove the shares.
She emphasized the importance of avoiding politicization of government wealth creation programs and urged communities to collaborate with prosperity. Story compiled by Robert White.
And still in business, lack of formal structures in family businesses has been identified as a core challenge in these kinds of businesses. This was revealed at the Family Business Conference in Kampala, where major family-owned entities in the country gathered to share business ideas.
I don't know whether conflicts can exist when you are alone.
Family businesses tend to have informal structures, and according to Mr. Jayesh Shah of Sumaria Group in Tanzania, these result into family conflicts.
We've had problems. We've had, and I think the issue about conflict was there. Sometimes in a meeting, we would literally be at boxing in a match, in a way. However, the rule was, while we would argue really, really loud, and one had to have his position, the other one. Once we finished, yes, I mentioned, we discussed until we came to a common solution. So
as long as you're more than one person, okay? As long as you're more than one, conflicts will exist. I don't know whether conflicts can exist when you're alone.
African family business owners have been urged to copy the business discipline like that of Asians of sticking together throughout generations.
Your books correct. Do you think of saying I have a pair of books which are the real ones, then another pair of books for URA, and then another pair of books for... It's just terrible. It is just terrible. Be fair to yourself. Know that whatever money you have that belongs...
While fresh and new businesses may find it hard to partner with a specific bank through its growth, Sam Tulume, the Uganda Executive Director at I&M Bank, urged banks to partner with a business from its early stages.
Make sure that it is very inspirational and motivational enough for all the key stakeholders. The reason why we wake up every day to go and do whatever we do is because the purpose of our organizations helps us, inspires us, and motivates us to show up every single day.
The Family Business Conference has been under the theme Family Governance, Managing Conflict and Building Family Businesses to Last. Mario Nawori for UBC.
Be fair to yourself.
And that brings us to the end of our weekly news roundup edition of the UBC Lunchtime News. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold. Do stay in touch, or do stay on UBC TV for more programming and our subsequent news bulletins later on. My name is Wadulo Mark Arnold once again, and have yourselves a lovely afternoon.